Uh, Today we fit to talk about DJ Academics and some of the bullshit that he got going on. I got some speculation, man, some theories. We gonna get into whatever y'all want to talk about, and I'm gonna give y'all a recap on what's been going on with me since last time we talked. Major developments, major developments. So that being said, we wait for some of y'all to come on through. We got Zena in the building. And you know she right here as always. We're gonna see how long it take y'all to figure out what's going on. Hit that like button. Hit like, comment, subscribe if you ain't already coming and subscribing and liking things, man. What you waiting on? Get to it. It's free. I ain't gonna charge you for none of it. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Uh, when y'all see what's going on, let me know. It ain't a secret, but I am trying to see how long it's gonna take somebody to realize it. I wasn't planning on waiting at first, but since we doing it, we might as well wait till y'all see what's going on. Matter of fact, we got enough people here. I'm already on. I'm gonna get started on the DJ Academics thing. So towards the beginning of the year, I heard a clip of DJ Academics. Hold on, Zane. I should have had this pulled up already. Man, chill out. Y'all want things to be all about you. But towards the beginning of the year, I heard a clip, and I'm gonna try to find it now. Turn this. Okay, that's on. A clip of DJ Academics and one of the homeboys. I hit the like button on live stream. Excuse me. Let me plug this up. All right, that one must not be plugged though, because I ain't getting no juice off that. That one. Okay, so let me see. Well, I don't want to keep y'all waiting too long. But it was a clip of them on live stream harassing a young boy on some homosexual type stuff, talking about where he let one of them smash or something. We fit to find out because I'm fit to find this clip. Change the spelling on that. Anyway, y'all done heard anything about it? I know you have because we talked about it, I think. Let's see.
Brother, nigga was sending him money. He was saying, oh, he's... So when I seen, like, today, Ray was just like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. That nigga did an interview saying, y'all niggas are really weird. I'm like, what? Wait, the dude who we've been showing so much love? And yeah, of course we trolling him. He trolling us. We trolling him. He trolling us. Nigga was sending him money. He was...
They ain't say enough on that, but there was a situation. So I'm gonna see if I can't find a small clip where they talking about it. Well, we can. My song going off about it. It's 5.5 minute clips. I'm gonna let that play.
No chicks is in here recording.
Talk Academics is towing this weird line and how he speaks to his community, especially when they consistently tell you that they're 15. And since the kid is one of Plagueboy Max's mods, it's only right to hear what put it up for somebody else.
No, I'm not going through this shit. I'm not. Because these clips are nasty. It's bad work. Nasty work. And today's a great stream, and I'm not bringing it down with this weird energy. I didn't want to hide it in the comm because it's like... It's weird. bro. But what I'm saying, like,
Trying to
It
fast
seems
forward
like
through all this
people are
talk.
really getting tired of Akademiks' presence.
Hold on now. This is what Akademiks said in this clip.
If Max said he wanted to try fucking a dude, would you let you?
No.
Why not?
Why not?
Keep in mind, this little boy 15 years old, trolling or not. Why would you be trolling a 15-year-old boy about his hind parts and letting a grown man smash? And when he tell you no, you see he already was. I'm gonna rewind it, but you can hear that this boy was. I don't want to say perturbed, even though that fit. He was alerted, that fit. Caught off guard, that fit. Disgusted. Listen to the way he's like, no, and he sound like a little kid.
Presence.
Hold on now. This is what Akademiks said in this clip.
If Max said he wanted to try fucking a dude, would you let you?
No.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
You can clearly hear both of these grown men say, why not? The other dude, Max, say, yeah, why not?
Bro,
Wait.
if I can't fuck you, I'm cutting you off.
No, yo. Suppose he's like,
Now, the dude, Max, is in the background saying, if I can't smash you, I'm cutting you off. Academics try to clean up a little bit like, yeah, what if he said that? Fool, he just said that. We're going to rewind it, though, so y'all can catch it all.
Oh.
why not?
Why not?
Yeah. You can have. Wait.
If I can't fuck you, I'm cutting you off.
No, yo. Suppose he's like, yo, bro, listen, yo, you always wanted me to be next to you. Now I could be inside of you. Pause.
Yo, I'm not gay.
Nah,
and he's not. It's not even about that. He's a child, nigga.
Screwface will tweet, if you can support Akademiks or anyone on this stream.
I'm with Screwface when he say that, bro, this a child. I don't care if dude was considering himself to be gay. This a child, bro. Why would you even be playing with a child like this? Somebody's child, bro. And you got this man on stream. You got him as your moderator, and you tell him, well, what if I said that if you ain't let me hit you, I'm going to cut you out? Well, what if I said the police need to lock your ass up just for saying it? Academic, what if I said the culture needs to cut you off just for saying it? You didn't at any time a point in the conversation say, man, bro, that's highly inappropriate, man. Don't talk to a little boy like that. And once again, I'm gonna say what I always say: if it was a little girl, the world would be in an uproar. The industry would go crazy. The culture would have turned on its head if there would have been a 15-year-old girl on that stream with two grown men coming to her talking about some, let us smash. We gonna take what we gave you. We gonna cut you off. We through fucking with you. We gonna get you a little popularity about it if you don't let us get some of that 15-year-old. But let's keep hearing what's going on.
Let me just say it. As a father, it's up forever with you. This is a 15-year-old boy they talking to. This has nothing to do with what side of a battle you on. This is full-blown predator behavior. Cancel ain't even really what I want. But I can't say what I really want to happen to Buddy here, so retweet and like this, because this must be seen by everyone. And his community would like and retweet it, as it would eventually reach Meek Mill, who says, at this point, he's an extremist. This is the guy spreading false info on black culture. This diabolical work. I see why he wants us all to appear gay and discredit black successful men daily. This better be AI. So even though Meek Mill and DJ Akademiks hardly ever see eye to eye, Meek Mill tried to give him the benefit of the doubt by saying this better be AI. Meek couldn't even believe his ears. And this post by Screwface will then also be commented on IG by my son, who posted, listen, I've been consistently telling y'all this dude was a cancer to this culture. He adds no value other than gossip and negativity. He's instigated beefs that have led to death and incarceration. I never even spoke on other allegations, but this is completely unacceptable. It's not amusing, it's not entertaining, it's sick and criminal. Shaking my head. Y'all keep allowing this weirdo coward to infect the culture with garbage? Cool. He's violated black women constantly, no consequences. So now it's sexual harassment of kids. I guess it's fitting based on the way the world is moving, but not on my watch. Whoever supports that coward is an enemy of this culture, period. Academics, you're no longer welcome here. Which is very great and heroic.
My thing is, past the academics, you no longer want to hear. Academics has found itself on the wrong side of damn near everything for the past year, maybe a year and a half. But my question is, this ain't my first time hearing about this. This ain't new. This was a few months ago. Why ain't nobody put the pressure on dude yet? Why ain't nobody put the pressure on dude yet? See, I be trying to tell y'all, what's up with it? I be trying to tell y'all that sometimes they turn these people right before your eyes, before you can realize it, they turn these people into gatekeepers and give them so much power that they almost can do or say whatever the hell they want to do or say. And the more and more I lean on shit and I look at shit, I start thinking that maybe academics have become a gatekeeper. They let him have a platform so he could try to shape opinions when it come down to us. He get to say what he want to say. He get to try to shape the narrative the way they want it shaped, because it always seems like it's him against us. That's why I feel like it's their opinion. But then you got to think about it. Academics was not born in these United States of America. I'm not going to say he didn't come up here, because after he hit double digit ages, he did move here and he grew up here. But it's clear that when you think of a phrase like, they not like us, what's up with it? That he included in that day. That's why he sided with Drake so hard. Like, bro, you not one of us, bro. I know you talk about the culture and you be around the culture and all this and that, but you are a blatant picture of what it looks like to be right outside the culture. And I feel like you doing things for those people. They want to manipulate our way of thinking and our way of living to the fact that, yeah, they took your situation and said, hey, man, we going to sweep this under the rug. You just do this here. Like the same thing I tell y'all with Shaq and Charles Barkley. When it's like, hey, man, every once in a while, Shaq and Barkley will come out and say some bullshit, and you know it's some bullshit, but they are damn near icons and certified legends in our eyes. So a lot of people will take anything they say and run with it. Another one of them type of people, Steve Harvey, I tell y'all about this shit all the time. They let these people say and do to manipulate us, and then they are rewarded. It looked like DJ Akademiks has been rewarded with getting his situation swept under the rug. It's not the only situation. If y'all don't remember, what was the outcome of the situation with the girl that got taken advantage of in his house? I thought he was innocent for a long time, but then I heard in videos and shit. And I was like, ooh, bruh, maybe you did. He was on live streaming. You could hear her in the background screaming or whatever. And he just kept on doing his stream like, I ain't seen nothing, I ain't heard nothing. Trying to talk a little bit louder so y'all couldn't hear what was going on and we couldn't hear it. Appreciate you. Appreciate the subscription. Right. Man, dude just find, that's why the name of this video is DJ Akademiks versus The Culture, man, because it's like, bro, you just find yourself on the wrong side of everything that matters to us. You say a lot of things detrimental to what matters to us. Whether it was Kamala Harris or Donald Trump or Drake or K-Dot or the Super Bowl or anything that we had something to do with some type of meaning or symbolism to us, you was on the wrong side of it. And I just don't get it. Unless you are being rewarded to be on the wrong side. I can't believe you just that ignorant. I done did a little bit of your history. You grew up in New York, so you can't be that lame to the game. You went to college in New Jersey. You can't be that lame to the game. I understand that you're a nerd to the heart, like a real life gamer. On Twitch type, you know what I'm saying, gamer. Like you don't be outside, you be in the house. I understand that. But you still can't be that lame to the game. I understand you talk this culture shit all day and you don't know nothing about it. But you can't be that lame. Like, I thought it was odd when DJ Akademiks came on here and said that he had seen a video of Gucci Mane shoving a dildo up Hood Rich Pablo one ass 5 feet long. Say here they was holding the Mane upside down while Gucci Mane was shoving it. And I said, ooh, this fit to be the biggest hip hop news of all time. Because this man said that didn't blink an eye. He just came right on here and said that, and we all know Gucci Mane don't. You can't say that type of shit about Gucci, and think that he not gonna get some get back, or he ain't gonna come in. You know what I'm saying? Never heard Gucci Mane say a word about it. DJ Akademiks shut the fuck up too. But I'm still waiting. I've been waiting a couple years now on Gucci Mane to respond to that. I've been waiting a couple years to see why Akademiks shut the fuck up. It's just some strange things going on in hip hop around this dude. We almost 20 minutes in, man. We've been talking about dude. What one of my favorite albums. I'm gonna try to make this quick so it line up. But on one of my favorite albums, Twist Adrenaline Rush, when they be talking about they be talking to the news people. And old boy say, man, I don't know about old boy, man, fuck old boy. That's how I feel about Akademiks. We've been down there 20 minutes talking about dude, man, fuck old boy. He ain't part of the culture, no way. Let's talk about me. Anything else y'all want to talk about after I get through talking about me, man, y'all put it in the comments. First of all, two, I'm disappointed in you. Soda Black, I'm disappointed in you. Kid, you straight because you ain't been here that long. But everybody else is going to come in later on, you know what I'm saying? Ticket Tiger, Break. You ain't been here that long, so I ain't disappointed in you yet. But if you don't hear ever say something disappointing you too, to all, and I know when I say something, everybody gonna like, man, I was thinking that I noticed it. To all my regular people that came in here and ain't noticed yet, y'all ain't noticed yet. I gotta start talking like this now, cause y'all ain't noticed yet. It don't matter if you at work or not. Now I gotta talk like this cause y'all ain't noticed yet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. But we ain't even gonna dwell on that. Just know I'm back. And with that being said, I got to retell all my stories. We gonna do it on the other channel. I'm probably gonna abandon this channel, but we're not just all the way straight up abandoned because I don't want to abandon my people. What I'm gonna do is, I don't know yet. Because I gotta give y'all this next piece of information, and then we gonna all figure it out from there. But just over 200 subs away from the other channel getting monetized. So we got to get that rolling. So I don't be in the situation I've been in, and when something go down wrong, it turn into a blessing instead of a message. Woke up. I'm gonna give y'all the long version because I know y'all. Some of y'all at work, some of y'all driving or whatever. You wanna? I'm gonna give you the long version. Y'all already know what happened last week. So let me start off before that. All my driving career, I've been told that in Chicago, most of the truck driving businesses are ran by foreigners. Yeah, we're going to get back to all that. Most of the truck driving businesses are ran by foreigners, and I ain't got nothing against foreigners unless they trying to do some dirty work. And what they said was most of them are crooks. I don't like judging people by what somebody else said. I give you a chance to see for myself. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So, y'all know, fool me once, I ran up to Chicago when I needed a job, man. I took a job with the foreigners up there, the Russians. And every week, my paycheck was short. I was always in some faulty equipment. Y'all know I was switching trucks. Every other week, I had to get a different truck because the one I was in, a breakdown. Got stuck in Miami for a couple weeks, and they owed me almost 5 racks for having to be stuck. Right, you feel me? You feel me? But got my braces off, if anybody wondering. They owe me about 5 racks all day. Bro, I waited 2 weeks. I was in Miami on vacation, remember? Like running around talking to the Haitians and the Cubans, going down to Little Haiti, eating all the Cuban food, walking around, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not complaining. Only thing I'm complaining about is I didn't get the money I was supposed to get. So what happened was they sent me back running when I left. When I left Miami, finally they sent me back running. You know what I'm saying, getting back to the money. But once I left New York and I was in Ohio or something like that. And they was like, man, swing by Chicago and come to the office. And I said, big. But when I got there, they was like, man, we need to work on your truck. So you might well go home. It's going to be a week or two, so you might well go home and enjoy time with the family, and we'll just bring you back. And I was thinking to myself, that don't sound right, because I told y'all that the trucks was always breaking down, so I had a rental truck from Penske. It was black. I started out with a white one, then I got a yellow one, then I got a black one. So he was like, man, we need to do some work on the truck, and it got to be done here at the lot in Chicago. And I'm thinking to myself, y'all lying. Y'all on some freaky sneaky shit, because I didn't even get this truck from Chicago. I got this truck down in Florida. It's Penske. My last job before I came to y'all was with Penske, so I know the ins and outs. The reason why you rent trucks from Penske is because Penske's going to replace it if it mess up, like they just did twice. I had a white Penske truck, then a yellow Penske truck, and then I got this black one. Meaning if something was wrong with this truck, all y'all would have to do is drop it off at the nearest Penske repair shop. They would give you a loaner that you would ride until you got this truck back, or you just keep the loaner and it's your new truck, because that's what Penske do. They keep you on the road. That's why people deal with them. So when you tell me that you got to have this truck for a week, and I might as well, I knew you was lying to me. So what I did is I got on video with y'all, let y'all know what was going on. Hopped on that plane, came back home. We had to find me another job. I got the other job and went back to work, and never looked back towards them folks, because I knew they weren't going to call me back a week later like they say they were. So that was the first crooks I dealt with out of Chicago. To catch y'all up with the second crooks last week, y'all know I flew to Chicago, and if you know anything about truck driving, you know that yeah, but it ain't most truck companies, bro. But it is the ones in Chicago, like people told me. So that second company, the first red flag was they wanted to fly me up on a Thursday, do my orientation on a Thursday, and have everything done on that Thursday. When most trucking companies will fly you up, bus you up, or put you on a train, get you to the town, and put you in a hotel room for the rest of the night so you can sleep off that jet lag and get you some rest, be fresh in the morning. Then they'll bring you into the company, you talk, you do your orientation, and then you hop on the road, do a road test. You come back, they welcome you aboard, hand you some keys to your truck, smack you on your ass and you back to business. Go get your money. My second red flag was when I got there, there wasn't no orientation. Them folks handed me 2 pieces of paper. It took me about 3 minutes to fill them both out. And then I sat there for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. The dude kept coming through to my mind, I'm gonna do your road test in a minute, we're gonna take you out to do your road test in a minute. That minute turned into 2 hours. Second red flag, well, the next red flag, I think we're on number 3. I get outside, he tell me, okay, you're gonna take that truck over there. And you're gonna get that trailer over there. I'm gonna go around back and I'll be back in a minute. The reason why this red flag is because with any truck driving job, the first thing they're gonna do is they want you to treat this truck the same way you would treat this truck tomorrow morning when you out here on the road by yourself, meaning before you get in and drive anywhere, we want you to go over here and inspect this truck. Pop that hood, look around, check the oil, check the brakes, you know what I'm saying, check the power steering, check the power steering fluid, look at the pitman arm and the drag knuckle and all that, and make sure that all the castle nuts is there and they locked in how they supposed to be. Look at the nuts and bolts on the tires, check the air in the tires, look under here and make sure that's right, see if your lights and stuff work, because you fit to drive this truck on a road trip. You can have the same problem 5 minutes to a road trip that you can have 5 hours until 5 months from now. When you get up in the truck, if everything ain't made sure it's right, and you could kill people. So this is a red flag that you going around the back of the building telling me just get in the truck and hook it up to that trailer over there. But I'm thinking, maybe I'm gonna hook the trailer up, boom, and then we gonna do all that way. It make a little sense because then I could turn on the lights and make sure all the lights on the trailer and everything work at the same time that I'm doing it over here, and I could look and make sure that I got 50% of my DOT tape and all my rivets here and all my crossbars and beams is here and the lock on the back of the trailer and everything, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of let that slide. Maybe he gonna do it when we get back. Now, for y'all that don't know, I told the story, but I'll tell it again. I get in the truck, I back it up. I do my pull, my tug test, and the trailer wasn't locked on. So I back up a little bit harder. I jump out with my phone, turn the light on, I get down there and I'm shining on the kingpin, make sure it's locked in. It looked like it's locked in. I get back in, I pull forward again. It came loose. So I jump back there again. Now I'm fit to look at the kingpin at the fifth wheel and shit, make sure it's opening up and closing. You know what I'm saying? I can pull the thing and see it's opening up and closing. But while I'm back there, I hear the horn beep. Bump. It's dude. He done came on the passenger side and got in the truck. So I come pop back in the truck. We go over all the, you know what I'm saying, how I would do checking my gauges and how I would check my air brakes and all this stuff. So I run through that with him. I tell him, hey man, you would turn the truck on, build shit up to speed, build your air up, turn the truck back off, cut it back to the on position without cutting it on. And then I would hold it for 60 seconds, see if I drop 4 PSI. If I don't, then I get to patting it to see if when I get down to 40 and 20, is these things gonna pop out, these knobs, these brake knobs, these air brakes. I said after that, then I would get out, unchalk my tire, start the truck back up, and I would use my brakes. See if my air brakes ain't gonna work, see if my trailer brakes gonna work. So we talked about all that, and he told me, okay, bag back under the trailer. So I bag out, and I'm bagging back under the trailer, but I'm already knowing it wasn't latching at first, so I do it a little bit harder. I'm going maybe 7 or 8 miles an hour backwards, which is kind of fast for backing up. But as I've stated, I've done this shit at 15 miles before. When you is under a trailer and you just barely hitting it, you can't get up under it. You got to pick it up and back, boom, to throw that trailer up and get up under it. That fifth wheel is iron. That kingpin is iron. You're not fit to break it. You got to be going a lot more than 15 miles backwards to break that. So, and I done seen people doing 20, 25. When I hit it, he like, oh man, you hit it too hard, you hit it too hard. I'm looking at him like, yeah, whatever, bro. I ain't say that because this is my potential boss, but I'm thinking in my head, man, whatever, bro. So when we get out, because now he want to get out and look at it. He like, oh, bro, man, I think you broke my fifth wheel. I think how is you looking visually at this fifth wheel? Ain't nothing broke on this iron ass fifth wheel. Now, if something don't work, you can't just look at it and tell it don't work. You have to physically find out that, hey, man, this ain't working. You ain't physically finding out nothing. You look and say, man, I think you broke my fifth wheel. Try it again. Do it slow. I did it slow. It still ain't locked. So you're like, oh, man, yeah, you broke it, bro. Let's go back in the building. So we go back in the building. He go back in the office. Didn't say a word to me. Left me sitting in the break room for a couple hours. Finally, I get a call from the dude that recruited me from Arkansas to come to Chicago. He like, hey, Phil, man, how it's going? This is a text message. He like, man, how it's going? I'm like, shit, it ain't going. He like, what you mean? I'm like, shit, I ain't did no road test yet, man. He said the fifth wheel on the truck broke and all this and that. I'm like, so what's the next step? Y'all gonna help me get home or what's going on? Nah, man. I'm like, nah, that didn't even register me that he telling me he ain't gonna help me go home. So I'm like, nah, bro. I mean, it's like, is y'all gonna help me get back to Little Rock? And he like, nah, bro, you ain't passed the road test. We can't do nothing for you. I damn near wanted to cry. I had to call my mama because I couldn't believe this shit. I know we've all got some information that we just couldn't believe, and we was like, we looking around like, you talking to me? I know you ain't talking to me. That nigga talking to me over this text message. Ah, nigga, we can't do nothing for you. You got to find your own way home. I already knew what I had to do. It was either come out of my pocket and buy this Uber and buy me a plane ticket, or I was fit to be walking around Chicago with 3 bags and some jewelry on, which wasn't about to happen. I'm not about to be sleeping on the streets of Chicago not one night. Just like I'm pretty sure a nigga from Chicago ain't trying to come down to Little Rock and be sleeping on the street, not for one night. I don't care how tough you is. I don't care what hood you from or what you been through. This ain't your streets. This ain't your hood. You don't know these folks. These folks will kill you. These folks will rob you. And they won't think 2-3 times about it. One time they gonna think about it. Second time they gonna do it. And that's just how it go. I was raised like that. And I know kids these days, the young people these days, the people that's going through shit these days, is a lot worse than it was when we was, you know what I'm saying, coming up back in the day. When we were coming up back in the day, we might whoop your ass, we might jump your ass. We probably wasn't gonna kill you. Not for no good reason. These folks today will kill you just because it's Tuesday. Shit, it might be somebody just got killed in River Rock about an hour ago. But I told my mama when she picked me up from the airport, I said, man, my mom's gonna look at this as God was getting me out my own way. I knew I shouldn't have been trying to get no job from these motherfuckers in Chicago because I had been warned and I had been shown what it was. But I'm going to give a person the benefit of the doubt because I be wanting the person to give me the benefit of the doubt. But this time, hey, fat meat greasy, I see it. I taste it. So I came back home and I thank God for the experience. I got back on doing what I do every day, which is I wake up every morning and I fill out 2 applications before I get out of bed, at least 2, sometimes 3 or 4, but at least 2 before I allow myself to get out of bed, unless I just got to use the bathroom real bad, then I hop up and get back in bed and do what I got to do. But the day before yesterday, I got a call from a man named Brian. And Brian told me that he had seen my resume on Indeed and told me he think I'd be a good fit for the company that I want to fill out an application. And I said, yeah. But then he sent it to me, and it was the kind of application that I hate. When I looked in my mailbox, I saw this application, man, and it wasn't the Intelli app. The Intelli apps is, they basically already done for you. All you can hit a code and it'll type in 95% of the stuff you got to type in or be typed in already. You just go through, confirm everything, sign, and you're done with the application in maybe 5 minutes. What's up with it? So I I seen this application. It was one where I got to type every little thing in. I got to get them 10 years, not 3, not 5, 10 years of work history. So I ain't gonna lie, I started on it, and the devil got the best of me. I quit. So I'm like, man, I ain't even show this to job. I ain't even sure this him. But the next morning, which was yesterday, he called me back and he was like, "Hey, Phil, this Brian. Talked to you yesterday. I sent you an app. I was just trying to see, what was going on. Did you fill it out? Did you receive it?" I ain't want to tell him, man, look, I really wasn't paying you all that much attention yesterday. I forgot what your name was and what your company was. So when I looked and I seen 3, 4 of them things, I filled out the easy ones and I left the hard ones by the wayside because I just really wasn't feeling it. So he told me what the name of it was, and he told me, I seen you another one since you couldn't see it yesterday. Because what I told me is I don't know if I got it yesterday, but I didn't see it. So I asked him, could he send it again? He sent it again, and it was the long one. And I had a appointment with like a temporary agency, truck driver and temp agency, yesterday at 10:30. But I told myself when I get done with them, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna fill out that application. So I came back and I filled out that application, and I was like, did it. He gave me a call right about 30 minutes after I finished it. And he was like, man, I just wanted to check in with you, make sure you received that this morning, see how far along you was in the process. I'm like, yeah, I think I sent it back already. I finished it. I know I finished it, but I think I sent it. I turned it back in. And he was like, okay, well, I haven't checked yet. I was just, giving you a courtesy call. I'm like, I appreciate it. And we got off the phone. This morning, I woke up, the phone ringing. It's a woman. She like, yeah, I'm calling on behalf of the same company. And she was like, there's a couple things on the application I just wanted to clear up. So she went over my phone number. I'm like, yeah, that's the phone number. You got to know it's the phone number you just called me. So then, I didn't say this, but y'all know I got a smart mouth, so I be thinking that type of shit. She said, your social security number is only 8 numbers. So I'm gonna read it out to you what I have, and you tell me, what number is missing. So she read it out, and I was like, it's supposed to be an O before that number there. And she was like, okay, I got it. Well, this is what we gonna do. I'm gonna go over all your information. I'm gonna put you in the system, and then I'm gonna send you a request for your clearinghouse. After you get that request and you approve your clearinghouse, then we're gonna check a few more things, and Brian ought to be giving you a call back shortly, to let you know about the next steps. So I guess they cleared all that stuff fast. It was probably like 15 minutes. I checked my email. I had a request for clearinghouse. For y'all that ain't truck drivers, you don't know what the clearinghouse is, let me explain to you. The clearinghouse is a website that holds all your drug information. Meaning every time you take a drug test, whether you pass or whether you fail or whether you refuse is going into the clearinghouse. So any job is wanting to check with you and see your past history with drugs can go in there and say, okay, give me consent to look at your clearinghouse forms. And you give them consent. They look and they're like, okay, it's going to tell you he has no drug test that he's failed. He had no drug test that he has ran out on and didn't show up for. He has no reason that you wouldn't be able to hire him. No substance abuse program, which they call a SAP program, substance abuse program. And mine is 000 for them 3 things. So I get the call back from Brian, and Brian like, hey man, I just wanted to let you know that you've been approved. You passed everything we need you to pass. So what I need you to do now is come down here to the main office in Little Rock and get this paperwork from me, and then go take a drug test. Y'all know I mean. Got my clothes on, got handsome right quick. This mom go tell her, hey, man, this might be the one. So I run down there, talk to dude. The building look nice, the people look friendly. They look like truck drivers. You know what I'm saying? People look like they work for a living. The first thing messed me up when I got to Chicago was everybody was driving Benz trucks, Beamer trucks, Corvettes and shit. And at first I was thinking, oh, these fools making money. They on a scamming, bro. They buying these cars off the money that you ain't getting in your paycheck every week. They getting, you know what I'm saying? That's why they living so good. Brian handling business. So I talked to Brian, man. He was like, he basically ran through. He told me, like, hey, we got these type of trucks. They already ready. You want this Cascadia? It's 2024. You want this Freightliner? It's a 2023. You want this? When I went back where? So I can clear it up before I keep going. I see you say, dang, you went back. When I went back where? I went to Chicago last week. No, this place right here that I'm talking about at this moment is in Little Rock. Like your boy Martin say, they called me. So he telling me all this and that. He's running down what type of truck I want. Y'all know I said, man, let me get that 24. He like, all right, bet. It already got a refrigerator in it. I already got the microwave in it. Man, you want to bring it. I think it got the TV mount. You want to bring your TV or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Bring your TV, whatever you gonna need. Like, bet. He like, so, well, they had about 3 or 4. Really more than that, but you know, I got an automatic restriction, so I got to choose from at least 3 that he named out automatics. The ones he named before I told him I'll take that one. He named me 2 23s. I think they was a Freightliner, and I can't remember what the other one was, but I chose the I chose the Cascadia 2024. Now this was the part. On my way out, after I got the paperwork, he said, did they tell you about the money? I said, 55 cents a mile if I can remember. And if I do 10,000 miles in a month, I get an extra 5 cents for every mile I drove in that month. Meaning if I do 10,001, it's an extra 5 cents times 10,001. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I calculated up. I'm not sure I calculated it right, so I'm not even gonna, you know what I'm saying? But an extra, you do 10,000 miles and you get an extra nickel for every mile. 10,000 times a nickel. Well, what if I do 12,000? That's 12,000 times a nickel. That's a lot of money. So he was like, oh, we got signing bonus. It ain't the biggest signing bonus I never had, but he was like, look, this is how we do our signing bonus. It's $1,150. He say, so this is what we gonna do. Your first paycheck, you're gonna get $150 of your signing bonus in your first check. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Some people they give you a little bit, and then you wait 6 months before you get another chunk, and then a year you get another chunk. He say, after the first month, we're gonna give you another $500 of that signing bonus. I'm like, okay. He said, after 2 months, you're gonna get that last $500 of your signing bonus. I'm like, damn, I get the whole signing bonus in 2 months? Bad. He said, we also have every 3 months you with the job, you get a penny raise, $500. He said, so at 3 months, you're gonna get $500. At 6 months, you're gonna get $500. At 9 months, you're gonna get $500. At a year, you're gonna get $500. At a year and 3 months, you can get $500. At a year and a half, you can get $500. No, hold on. I think at some point that 500 go to 750. I don't know if it's 3 months or a year. I mean, if it's 9 months or a year. But at some point, that 500 go to 750. It might be a year, and then it go back down to 300. Don't give me the line. My mama like, boy, stop counting up all that money. And I'm like, mama, I'm a truck driver. I got to count that money. This is how they robbed you in Chicago. If you look around, you're supposed to be getting this and you ain't getting it. And I'm like, that 200-300 this week, and then 150 that week, and then 500 the next week, and then by the end of the year, they've been hit you for 20 racks. When you look up all them weeks that you were short, you got $20,000 missing. You'd have made 60,000 when you were supposed to make 84, or you'd have made 79,000 when you were supposed to make 111. You got to stay on these folks and make sure you getting what you promised. It's like at a certain point when I first started truck driving, it didn't matter. I was making more money than I had ever made, and I didn't know that, hey, it's the reason you're making this money, boy. I'm gonna tell you when I started realizing what I was worth and why I need all my money, about that second tree I hit when I almost lost my life, and I started realizing, you know what? It's the reason why they pay me all this money. My teeth missing, my leg broke, and I got this scar coming down my forehead, my shoulder out of place. I can't walk. And I'm sitting here wondering and crying, trying to figure out how I'm going to pay these bills. That's when you start thinking, you know what? I am worth that extra 500 I was missing, and that extra 200 and that 150, and at the end of the year, that extra 20 racks. I need all that. I'm worth more than that. But I'm coming to work for you, man. You watching my back, I'm gonna watch yours. I'm worth all my money. And you worth all yours. If this was my gospel show, then I would tell y'all, it's just like that deal you got with God. He gave you life and he gonna take care of you. You worth everything he got for you. Do what you got to do to get it. Pray God, wait on God, lean on God, trust on God. Whatever you have to do to get your blessings in your life, because you worth it. You see what I'm saying? You got to get to a point where you realize, give me everything I'm worth because I deserve it, and because I'm more than deserve it, I'm worth it. There's some people making a whole lot of money because they worth it. They don't even deserve it, but they worth it. You know what I'm saying? They worth it. When you need somebody to climb up on that roof, and you try to get up there and do what this person gonna do, and you hit that 12th step, and you start, oh man, this ladder shaking, the wind blowing, and you say, nope, I'm not fit to go up there and fix this roof. Well, guess what? Now you know why the man who gonna go up there, he worth it. You see a man up on top of that tree cutting the leaves down, he worth it. You see a man going to the light pole to give you some Wi-Fi and some cable, you ain't fit to go do it, he worth it. And just like you getting that mail and it got to come from wherever it came from, and you getting them products that's coming from China and somebody got to put it on a truck and drive it to you, they worth it. You thinking they just driving, but at any given time, they could be sliding out the side of a mountain. They could be driving off a bridge. They could be in a 25-car pileup. Man, God good, bro. I just did my gospel podcast today, and I think the name of it was When Waiting on God Works Out. That was the name of the one I did today on the gospel podcast, When Waiting on God Work Out. Man, the thing about it is, we all important people. Truck driving is an important job, but we all important people. Everything we doing make the world go round. Ain't no big eyes and little U's, because I bring you the stuff that you need on a truck. But if you didn't need it, I wouldn't have a job. You see what I'm saying? If you didn't, the name of it is On God. Like, when a nigga like, man, On God, that's the name of it, On God podcast. Let me see if I can pull it up right quick over here on this other phone. I can't get it on that phone. I can get it on this one, though. I know I can. This is something. I got it. Just trying to see if I can make it a little bigger. Probably can't, but let's see right there. As you see, Ed Uncle dash Phil dash preaching, no G on God up here. That's backwards, but you get it, man. Ed Uncle Phil preaching. Yeah. And now let's talk about the other channel, man, before I get out of here. I need to get the channel monetized. So what I'm gonna do is, before I got this job, what I was thinking about doing was the same way I used to have a message up here for when I was on Tag Live. I was gonna just every time I get ready to go live on that channel, I was gonna go live on this channel, hold up a notice, you know what I'm saying, on this channel. So when you come and look, you ain't gonna see me, you would just see the notice and it would tell you, hey, run over to the other channel. Uncle Phil going live over there. Like, comment, subscribe. So I'm probably gonna do that, or periodically come on here and do videos telling y'all, man, go log in, subscribe to the channel. We over there now. You know what I'm saying? We gonna tell these stories again. All of them, the prison stories, the jail stories, the dirty rotten scandals, more life stories. Try to get the channel monetized and up like this one is. On this channel, I got like 10,500 subscribers, man. So we're gonna try to get it back where it's supposed to be at, and even bigger. Try to keep the channel clean so I can stay monetized. Yeah, it used to be, I think, 1,000 or 100 before you could go live. But I think I can get monetized at 500 subscribers. Right now, I'm sitting at almost 300, like 389 or something like that. I need like 211. So we gonna start popping it off. Yeah, I got 289 subscribers on the Uncle Phil channel. If anybody that's wondering, it's at UNC underscore from underscore DTHE underscore capital A. I'm from the A. So that's for anybody wondering what the channel is. It's gonna start popping off on. I ain't saying we're gonna retire OnlyFans, but we want to transition from it, man, because it's I keep coming here because I know it's so many people on here. If they don't catch it now, they'll catch it in the long run. But the numbers then got down so small that we might as well start doing it on the other channel. So we just gonna have to get y'all to come be regulars over there. Now it's almost 6 o'clock where I'm at. So I'm finna get out here and cut this front yard. But like I said, I got orientation Friday morning. And 9 times out of 10, when I'm done with orientation, I'm gonna do a road test. When I'm done with my road test, they're gonna give me the keys to the truck. And when I get the keys to the truck, I'm gonna be hitting the road. Ain't gonna be no, since we live here, we gonna come back now because I don't need that money. And I ain't trying to wait till Monday. I got to start running these bands up. Like I say, I didn't get my credit score up to in the 670s. Y'all know I need to hit 670 on the dot so I can get my car credit to get my teeth fixed. But God got a way of working things out. So now that I got the credit, I don't really need to go and get my teeth fixed. Only thing I don't like is how do you K9 and then my real teeth. fit with these. And the ones on the side of the K9s also my real teeth. Appreciate you. But I'm cool with it. I was thinking I'm probably gonna get some goals to go on them. These two and these two. I might. But then again, I might not. Anyway. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, man. The rest of your weekend. Hopefully it don't take me as long to get back. When I start getting in the truck, I'll probably come at you a little bit more often. Until then, don't be afraid to take the long road instead of the wrong road. Do things the long way instead of the wrong way. Tell somebody you love them. Let me back up and say that again. Find somebody to help. Tell somebody you love them. You know I love y'all and I appreciate you. Yeah.